Hello, hello, everybody. I am going to let everybody log in, get settled in. We'll give it a few minutes so people know that their audio and their camera's working, or not their camera, but their visual is working. And then we'll get started right around 6 o'clock. Welcome and thanks for being a part of tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good start to this year. Awesome. Starting to see some names pop up. All right, let me make sure the chat is enabled. Let's see here. If anybody has a second to test the chat, make sure that I can see. Make sure that Q&A is enabled also. Awesome. Okay, so that should be good to go. Perfect. All right, welcome everybody. I'm gonna give it a second, let people log in, make sure their audio is working, make sure everybody can hear me. Awesome. Hi, Patty. Thank you for confirming. Good to see your name here. Happy to be here tonight. Awesome. All right, 1 minute and we'll get started. I'll go ahead and get my screen share started. Let's see here. PowerPoint ready. All right. Share. Perfect. All right. Can somebody let me know, are we seeing the shared screen, the presentation, the slideshow? All right. Let me know if you can see the slideshow. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Kendra. Awesome. All right. Thanks, Lori. Okay, fabulous. We'll go ahead and get started then. Let me go ahead and get rid of the music here. Just a little background music. Okay. I have got the chat open. We are recording to share with folks later. And let me get the Q&A box open and then we'll get started. Okay, perfect. I will keep an eye on this, but we do have staff in as well to help monitor questions as we go. So welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of tonight, whether you are here live or if you're watching in the future sometime for the recording. Thank you for being here. We're so excited to kick off the Walk to Defeat ALS for 2022. All right. And Lori, okay, you might have to hop off and that is all good, no problem. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started for tonight. Okay, so a few housekeeping items just for tonight, since we've got lots of teams that are here to learn and they're in different places. We've just got webinar style for tonight. So that means that everybody who's watching tonight is muted. You do have access to the chat, so you can chat in questions. And like I said, staff is monitoring throughout, so we'll get questions throughout the presentation. And then at the end, I'll make sure that we pause to make sure that we get any questions before we leave for tonight as well. So we have the Q&A box open. You're welcome to put questions in, and the chat is active to share ideas or comments along the way as well. And the webinar is being recorded, so we can go ahead and watch or reference in the future if you need to share with somebody or check for your own knowledge to go back to look for things. All right, so the Walk to Defeat ALS supports the ALS Association Greater Chicago chapter. We are one local chapter of a nationwide network supporting folks living with ALS throughout the nation. We support, our specific territory is the Greater Chicagoland, Northern Illinois, Central Illinois, and even parts of Northwest Indiana. So we're serving approximately 400 individuals living with ALS and their families at any given time in our area. Our physical address is in downtown Chicago, but now with the nature of technology, we are accessible specifically online, and for our members who are outside of the Chicagoland area, we're available phone and virtually and via email. And our chapter colors, we get this question a lot, especially as teams are preparing their team signs or their team shirts. So our chapter colors are typically red for the most part. We also use yellow, and you'll see like grays and blacks and whites as well. But red is kind of our primary color that we use for our chapter. And our sunflower is our chapter icon, which we'll talk a little bit more later on as well. So as you can see on the left side of your screen, we're a small but mighty team. We've got lots of support located throughout the chapter. I am the fundraising and marketing manager for the chapter. I joined in 2019 after getting involved with the Walk to Defeat ALS program through my family in 2016. We unfortunately have also been impacted by ALS when I lost my grandfather in 2016. And I was so excited to get involved with the Walk to Defeat ALS program. And it's been a special day for our team, or for our family and our team ever since. So I'm really happy to be part of the Walk to Defeat ALS program. And I also work on kind of communications and marketing throughout the year. So I get to touch a lot of the different programs and events that we have, and I'm very blessed. So I do have one addition that I wanted to introduce you to this year specifically. We have Rachel, who's joined our team, and she is our new administrative coordinator. She's in the center of that picture there. Rachel is available as another set of hands who's going to be able to help you with registrations or questions. She has been fantastic. She's been, I'm not sure her start date exactly. I think it's been over a month. Anyways, she's been fantastic and has really joined us as we're jumping into event season and everything. So it's been wonderful to have her, and she is another set of hands who's happy to assist. Especially if you call our line, she's kind of the first person to pick up the phone and be kind of the guide for folks as they have questions for our chapter. Okay, so what does the ALS Association Greater Chicago chapter support, and what do we do? We have kind of three main tiers. We are really blessed to have our chapter president and CEO, Julie Sharp, is our lead in our advocacy area. We're really blessed to have her engaging in person and virtually with our local, with our elected officials to be a voice, along with representatives from our chapter, families who are caregiving or have in the past or are currently battling ALS, to give a voice to the needs that we're seeing in our community, to support funding and research locally and nationally. So we are big into advocacy as well as research. We want to fund and support research going on to find treatments and a cure for ALS, because it is a terrible disease and we are ready to seek an end for it. So when you're supporting the ALS Association, you're supporting research projects, not only locally with some of the areas that, or some of the places that we're blessed to be located in our territory, but also nationally and worldwide. In 2021 alone, we had 162 active research projects in 2021 alone. So lots of brilliant minds are out there working to end this disease once and for all. But while we are hoping to end the disease, we need to take care of the families and the individuals who are battling right now. So we have a fantastic care services team who is there to support people so they are along every step of the way in this journey. As we know, ALS can be incredibly expensive and it can be incredibly isolating. So we need to fight to protect people and take care of them along their journey with ALS. So this is just some of the ways that our team supports, our care services team supports individuals and families. And it is a lot, and they put their whole hearts into it. We're so blessed to have an incredible care services team, including featured there in the photo on the right side is Ms. Kelly Branch Dirks. We are so blessed to have her as the care services coordinator for Central Illinois. She's been working like no other to really continue to grow awareness in the Central Illinois market so that nobody has to fight this disease alone. And give you a second to kind of soak all of this in right now. But since COVID-19, we have been able to adapt programs and really make them fit with our new world, with virtual adaptations and making sure that we didn't close any programs in the past few years, but we really adapted and met new needs as they arose. But you don't have to memorize that slide. Because one of the tools that we have for you this year, that we introduced last year, would be our mission cards. So these handy little guys are business card size. They serve multiple purposes. They can be in your wallet as a little daily reminder when you see it of why we're fighting this fight and the impact that we have when we're doing the Walk to Defeat ALS. But also, if you're out in the world and you're starting a conversation with somebody who might be a donor or might be somebody interested in joining your team, this is a nice little way to kind of summarize and to show all of the different ways that their support and every dollar makes an impact in the fight. So those are included in the team captain packets, but we also have them available if your team has a need for more. So let us know. Okay, so let's set the stage by talking a little bit about our numbers and our setup for 2021 before we get into this year, so we can kind of set the stage. We were lucky to have 14 teams last year, and as you can see, so many of them are already re-registered for 2022. So we're so excited to welcome them all back. Many of the participants, most of the participants that take part in the Walk to Defeat ALS do participate as part of a team. And teams can be a corporate team, it can be a family and friends team of any size. We have teams of 1 or 2 people, we have teams of dozens of people. Everybody's welcome, there's no requirements, and they can be, like I said, they can be family, they can be friends, a book club, church, whatever, like any group is welcome. So there we go. We've got last year's teams right there. And we're going to talk a little bit about fundraising, because fundraising is not the only part of the walk, but it is a really essential part. And you're going to see the impact that it has with our 2021 goal being absolutely overshot. We raised $83,000 last year, and that was just so incredible. And like I said, has a year-round impact in care. So that puts us in a great position for this year's goal of $60,000. I'd be happy if we want to keep meeting that and setting a second goal. That would be absolutely fantastic. And we are well on our way with the momentum building and getting donations in already and getting teams signed up. So super exciting. Like I said, most participants do participate through a team. So I wanted to look a little bit into team fundraising. This is especially helpful if you are a first time, or even if you're re-registering your team and you're looking for what you want your team goal to be set at. This is kind of the average. I did take off some of the teams, so this is kind of took off some of the outliers for teams who did an incredible amount of fundraising in 2021, just so we could kind of set the stage, especially, like I said, for those new teams, if you wanted to see a good estimate for where to start and what you wanted your team goal to be. Team goals are, just like personal goals, are absolutely editable, so you can go in, log in as a team captain and change your goal throughout your Walk to Defeat ALS season. For individual fundraising for each participant, as you can see, a wide scope. Fundraising is a very important part of the walk, but it is not required. We do want to make sure that everyone feels welcome to participate for the Walk to Defeat ALS. So when you register, there's no fundraising, there's no fee to sign up to fundraise. When you sign up, there's no registration fee and there's no fundraising minimum. We do have incentives that I'll talk about a little bit about later, but there's no minimum. So we do want to encourage fundraising, but it is not required. But as you can see, every dollar counts and really makes a difference and makes this event something so powerful. So last year, 46% of walkers were fundraising walkers. I'd love to see that grow this year because every dollar really adds up. Additionally, we're seeing that average walker raised just under $300, which is a really special number you'll see this year. So I'm hoping we can see that average come up to 2 with an incentive that we have down the road. Okay, so I want to take one moment to celebrate some of our fundraising teams from last year, who our top 3 fundraising teams. These guys did incredible and really embraced our mini walks and made something very special. So congratulations and thank you so much to these 3 amazing teams. I'm so excited to be working with all of you again this year as well. So thank you so much and congratulations. You all did a fantastic job and really, really made an impact last year. All right, so who's ready to talk about 2022? All right. Okay, so getting to this year, we started as a chapter. Our first Walk to Defeat ALS locally was in 2005, and we've been building as we go. In 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge happened, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. It was an incredible, it was like, it was once in a lifetime. It's the first viral social media challenge. So it really was groundbreaking in so many aspects, but for disease awareness and disease fundraising was absolutely incredible. So in 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge happened. We continue to build momentum, not just locally, but everywhere. And in 2017, the first Walk to Defeat ALS in Champaign happened. So incredible. What a great start. We're building up. In 2020, obviously, we kind of hit a big not a stumbling block, but I'm trying to avoid any of the words that we've heard over and over again, like pivot and all that, unprecedented times. But in 2022, while we were preparing for walk season and looking forward to another great year, we obviously had to overcome some challenges. And what we came up with was the Mini Walk to Defeat ALS program. So what we've done for the past 2 years is the Mini Walk to Defeat ALS program, which enabled folks to hold their own mini walks of whatever design they wanted. So teams were able to decide the place, the time, the amount of people that they were with, be it their immediate family walked and they invited neighbors to cheer them on their porch, or if they all met in the backyard and socially distanced, or if they all met virtually, things like that. And the teams really blew everybody away. They just did an amazing job, really making it special and making each mini walk their own. So as we came into 2022 for preparations for this year, we knew we had a decision to make as we were kind of seeing folks. Some folks were ready to come back in person, some weren't. So we made the decision that we were ready to take on a hybrid style. We're able to support both ways this year. So we are so excited to invite everybody back to Dodds Park this year for an in-person Walk to Defeat ALS on September 17th. We're going to be returning to Dodds Park for the second time. We're so excited to be back and to see everybody who's able to come. And then if you are either not ready to be back in person, or for teams that really enjoyed the mini walk style and the personalization, you are also welcome to hold your own mini walk to defeat ALS still. So both options are available to teams this year. You can embrace whichever direction you and your team want to head. Okay, so something that no matter which option you pick, it's going to be the same, are lovely themes for this year. So we have two, surprisingly. On the right side, you see the Unlock ALS theme. And this is a theme that unites all walks to defeat ALS across the nation. It is a theme that you'll see in one of our incentive shirts down the line that I'll reveal very soon, as well as a local theme. So does anybody else, check in the chat, does anybody know what our theme has been in the past? I know some people are experts and will know right away. See if anybody in the chat will mention it while we're live. But this year we have a new theme. Our past theme has served us very well for several years, but it's time to shake things up. So our ambassadors helped us build the Sunflower Field of Dreams theme. And this ties in, yes, Patty got it. It was superhero, thank you. Yeah, Kathy too. So we have two big ties into the Sunflower Field of Dreams theme. One being the sunflower being our chapter symbol. You can see this lovely quote here by a woman named Shirley, who's living with ALS. She's out on the East Coast, I believe. And she campaigned for the sunflower to be a symbol of hope and community and awareness. And we just really love that. It's so bright and beautiful, and it's such a lovely chapter symbol for us. On the other hand, we've got baseball tying into Lou Gehrig's diagnosis all the way back in 1939. And him lending his name to the disease really helped build awareness, and we're continuing the fight today. So baseball and ALS have always kind of had a special tie together, and we are working that in with our theme this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of new areas to decorate and to have fun with this year. Okay, so if you are deciding between in-person versus mini walks, some of you might be new this year, or maybe you're not sure which one you want to choose, or maybe you haven't been to an in-person walk if you've gotten involved in the past 2 years. Here's kind of the breakdown. I won't read this all out to you, but I do kind of just want to talk through kind of what our in-person event looks like. We will be at the park. We'll have kind of a central area with tents available, kids activities, lots of fun. As we get started for the day, we do a little a little opening ceremony, and then we head out together. We do about a 1.5 mile walk. It's not a race. We take it nice and easy, and everybody kind of finishes on their own and or on their own time. And it's a lot of fun, very relaxed and very fun. And we've got activities kind of before and after as well. And we conclude by noon. If you are doing a mini walk, you have total freedom for the date and the time and how many people are involved. So you are welcome to host it the same day as our in-person walk, or it can be a time that works better for your schedule. So total flexibility there. And we do note that pets are, if you want to do, if you need your pets to be involved, that would be a mini walk option, because unfortunately there are no pets allowed at the Walk to Defeat ALS. We definitely can only allow service animals. So that is a rule for our in-person. We're excited to be returning to Dodds Park this year. Dodds Park was our location in 2019. So we were there 1 year and then we had to take a little break. So we're excited to be back. They've got some great paths. And we are hoping for some wonderful weather this year. Those of you remember from 2019, we had a bit of a scare in the morning as we were setting up. But then as soon as we started, we had this beautiful, partly cloudy coverage, some beautiful sun and some beautiful weather. You can see in the photos there, just some bright, cloudy skies. So this is kind of our overall layout for in-person at Dodds Park this year. We will have team tents available again. So for those of you who don't know, team tents are a designated area that we save so that your team will have a meeting place as you're kind of congregating for the day. Highly recommend it. All you've got to do as a team captain is just let me know and I'll save you a space. We do just provide the space. You'll want to bring an area if you want to bring signage for your team, if you want to bring a shade tent, things like that. And you're welcome to decorate it too. So that's team spaces. Just let us know if you'd need one. We do like to say, kind of in our list of what will be at the walk, we always like to start with weather, because rain or shine will be there. If it is safe to be out, we will be dedicating that day to the fight against ALS. So check the weather ahead of time. I like to send out reminders as well. Make sure you're dressing for the weather that we've got, because if it is safe, we definitely want to be out there that day. So rain or shine. We do have items for sale that do the cost to support our mission. So if you want to bring some cash or a card, we do have a card available now. And you can get some branded items, kids activities, and then we'll be there, of course, to support everybody along the way. We will not have free t-shirts. As I mentioned, the incentive t-shirts are like a big part of the Walk to Defeat ALS. So I'll show you what those look like down the road, but we don't give out free t-shirts. They only go to our registered participants who hit those fundraising incentives. We also are a family-friendly event. So profanity, alcohol on your signs, at your team tents, please keep things family-friendly, keep things welcoming environment for everybody, because we've got little ones running around and all sorts. And as I mentioned, pets. We can only have service animals available at the walk. The team captains, you've got that little list there of reminders. We like to check in with folks and really do take a moment at the bottom of that list. Take a minute, appreciate the day, appreciate the work that we've built up to our wonderful walk event. So it really is a very special day of support and community and connection. Many of us haven't been in person together in a long time, so it'll be really lovely to see everybody. Okay, so if you're looking at maybe doing a mini walk this year, here's kind of some of the layouts and some of the differences. We will have supply boxes this year for mini walk teams specifically. So if you've participated in the past 2 years, we did get all those mini walk teams a supply box. If you are participating in the in-person walk this year, we won't be doing supply boxes. We won't have one sent out. So we can really focus on providing those decor items and some of the thematic items to those who won't be there at our Dodds Park walk. So boxes will head there to mini walk team captains. And then t-shirts are a little bit different. So if you are attending in person at Dodds Park, every individual who hit that fundraising goal will receive it when they arrive. If you're doing a mini walk, then your team captain will get your shirts before the walk, and they'll be responsible for distributing to all the members who qualify. So if you have any questions, just reach out to me, but we'll be all set. We'll make sure everybody's taken care of. So registration's the same, the fundraising incentive's the same, and everybody's encouraged to participate in those challenges that you'll see when we send out via email or talk about. And we're all working towards the same goal and working together no matter how you're participating. Oh, I love that little reminder there. So if you have signed up and clicked one option, but now you're really thinking about the other, or if down the line things change and you need to change from a mini walk to in-person or vice versa, just let us know and we're happy to assist. We do just want to know in advance if you could shoot us an email, shoot me a text, call me, so that we can prepare the right numbers. We want to be sure to have the right preparations in order for both mini walk and for in-person. So just let us know in advance and we'd be happy to accommodate you and make sure you've got what you need for your walk. Here is a sample of the mini walk boxes for this year. They do change as we go through for each region and location. So things may change and there might be some surprises in there. But for mini walk team captains, the purpose of the box is to kind of get you on your track for your mini walk with thematic items, with we've got some fun items in there, some thematic stuff, with marketing, with supporting your team, objects can be used for giveaways, to motivate your team, to top fundraisers, all sorts of stuff. So there's a little sampling there. As it says, things may change throughout the season as we get boxes ready, but those are headed out to our mini walk team captains. All right, so the event website is something that's similar for mini walk or in-person teams. There's our lovely homepage right there. And if you can see right there in the center at the bottom, that more walk details button is such an important place. It's where I really get to customize it. Kendra and I can really customize it and get all the info in there. So we like to keep things up to date. We will update it frequently throughout now through walk season, including tonight. I'm hoping to get the recording up right away. So we'll get that in there as well. But that's a great resource you can explore. Like we've got some social media graphics and the different tools that we'll cover in just a second up there as well. So like I said, that'll be updated now throughout walk season, and let us know if you have any trouble finding anything. But this is your home base to get started. Oops, there we go. Okay, so team captain kits and walker handbooks are both available. Team captains will be getting one in the mail if you haven't yet. It's on its way. But we do have hard copies going out to team captains, and that'll be accessible online shortly as well. These are just great starting points, kind of if you're looking to get rolling for the year and find a starting place. Getting things written out can really help get your plan in order, feel like your ducks are in a row, and get you started on a great season from now until walk day. So both of those are available, and we do social media tools every year as well, personalized to help you reach your goals and to help recruit people to your team. You never know unless you ask. So there are great ways. There are great templates available for asking people to join your team. Highly recommend doing an email out or a personal call or message out to your close friends, but also try your network with social networking, because you never know, who might be feel like they want to join your team this year, who might have a connection already that you didn't know about, all sorts of things. So go ahead and check out those social media tools and the fundraising celebrations throughout the way. If you are social media savvy, you might use your stories feature on Instagram or Facebook. We do have some fun story tools to play around with there as well. Additional tools. Here is one reveal for our t-shirts for this year. So on the far left, the sunflower themed shirt this year is a special incentive for fundraisers who hit the $300 mark. So like we said, we saw in our numbers from 2021, many people were very close to 300 this year. So I'm hoping that this will be a great motivator to get folks to hit that next goal and that next big milestone of hitting $300 fundraised. So registered participants who fundraise $300 or more will receive this awesome t-shirt, 3/4 sleeve length baseball tee with a theme on it this year. In the middle here, we've got a sampling of some of our chapter merchandise. Like I said, we'll have a table available at the Walk to Defeat ALS in person if you want to check that out. But we do have alsmerch.com. I'll make sure that's right. It's .org or .com. Kendra can verify in the comments. But I believe it's .com. We do have this merch available to help spread awareness. Every time you go to the store and people see it, it's an opportunity to start a conversation. It is alsmerch.com. Perfect. Thank you, Kendra. And those funds do support our chapter as well. So it's a fantastic way, especially for gifts. We've got an awesome blanket on there right now that is so soft. Highly recommend. And then an amazing important tool would also be Walk Staff. So we're here to help with questions about registration, about donation. If you are a team captain, you need a team roster from last year, just let us know. We'll be happy to help. And if I don't have the answer right away, I will find one. I will work with you to find one. So we're available to help. That's what we want to do. All right. So we're going to touch on fundraising a little bit for this year. Though the fundraising goes back to supporting those 3 tiers we talked about earlier. They're so important. Like I said, the funds raised at walk or during walk season support us year round and have an immediate impact on families in our local communities. So it is important to step up and participate if you can. Like I said, the $90 fundraising mark or the $300 fundraising mark, I really implore you to challenge yourself and see if you can meet last year's, or maybe raise, I don't know, $50 more than last year. Just try and challenge yourself and challenge your network and see what you can come up with, because it really goes to an amazing cause. As a family member who's been touched by this disease, and I know many of you who are watching tonight have also been touched, unfortunately. So here are 4 really important tools that we really like to recommend, because you'll see a difference. Like statistically, I promise these 4 things, quick items, will make a difference for you. So number 1, on the far left, you'll see a little badge there that says, I made a personal donation. We get these little badges as we register and complete certain things as a registered participant. And if you make any personal donation of any size, it doesn't have to say how much. It could be $1, it could be $100. Having that little badge and letting people know that you personally are investing in this cause that you're asking other people to donate to is so important and really makes a difference. It shows, one, it gives you kind of some momentum on your fundraising thermometer. It shows that the ball is rolling and that people can help join you and help you reach your goal. And 2, it shows that you personally, you care, and that this is something that is really true and dear to your heart, and that you want them to join you. Number 2, you can see there, our lovely Tate Albers is our youngest team captain in our chapter. He's been leading Team Shark Cave for a couple years now. And he has personalized his team page with 2 things. Number 1, you see his personalized photo, which is so awesome to see. I mean, look at that cake. That is so cool. But I highly recommend changing out the photo. They've got some cute stock photos in there, but it's not as, it's not as impactful as when somebody opens up your personal fundraising page and sees you at your last Walk to Defeat ALS event, or you with your ALS hero, or just something meaningful, a family photo, something like that. Not only seeing your face, which is really important and lovely, and shows that this is a cause that is important to you and is special to you and is, authentic. But also the down below here, he has personalized his story and put a couple of words down there as well. So highly recommend doing both of those things. Once you're logged in on that chapter on the event website, you can personalize your photo and personalize the text below. And change your goal too. Like we mentioned, for team captains, you can change your team goal and your personal goal. And everybody else, if you're not a team captain, when you log in, you can change your goal too. So if you hit your first goal, if you hit $90 and you want to try for 150 or 300, you're welcome to edit it along the way. And we highly encourage that. If you hit your goal, definitely go up a little bit, see what you can reach, see what you can do. Number 3, it's smaller to see here, but that is a sample of doing the emails through our chapter website or through our event website. So when you're logged in, you are able to add your contacts and use a bunch of templates that the Walk to Defeat ALS has prepared for you. So there are templates for recruiting team members, templates for asking for donations, and thanking donors. So all sorts there. They've got lots of different ways that lots of different templates written out to help you kind of guide you as you're sending emails. And it makes a huge, huge difference. We do see in the numbers just of folks who send emails versus don't. It's just fabulous that they've got these templates ready with the link. It'll help direct you the person you're sending it to, direct right to your participant center, to your fundraising area, and guide them perfectly and provide that information about the chapter does, why you're walking, all sorts. And finally, on the right side, we've got fundraising with Facebook. Like I said, we do have those personalized graphics that we make sure are available every year. But when you log into your participant center on the chapter website, the event website, you'll also get this little pop-up. And a little further down, there'll be a blue strip that has the same information. So you can start a Facebook fundraiser. And I highly recommend doing the Facebook fundraiser because when you do it through this little login, it ties in with your participant center and Facebook seamlessly. So you'll have a Facebook fundraiser that looks very similar to when people, they start them on their own or when they do them through like their birthday fundraiser prompts. But when they donate on Facebook, if they give $5, you'll see it on your participant center right away with no action needed from you. So I highly recommend checking that out. I'd be happy to help you set yours up, or if you have any questions, just let me know. But highly recommend that. Like I said, those emails and doing the personal asks to those you're very close to is super impactful. But as a kind of a second step to get those folks who you maybe don't know as well or don't know if they'd be involved or interested, Facebook is such a great way to kind of get the message out there and really kind of get to know folks who might be interested in that cause additionally as well, and might be willing to join your team or might give a donation this year, and you never know who would be interested in getting involved. Okay, this is a big one too. Just trying to spark some ideas for folks. We do have teams that do fundraising together. And then there are also lots of individuals who do fundraising projects in different ways on their own. Pardon. So we've got lots of ideas here just to spark and get some ideas flowing for you. But as team ideas, like team t-shirts, we don't provide team t-shirts, but you will see some teams who have some awesome shirts available. Actually, three of the teams on this postcard example actually have team t-shirts as well. So that's perfect, a little example there. If you do, I know there are some sites that do kind of team fundraising t-shirts that you can get prepared and get a group order in that can have a fundraising component. You might host something. I will have some examples later on of some in the area that are getting going for this year. But there are plenty of other ways. My family personally has done a garage sale. I know we do lots of give back nights. So there are ways to participate. If fundraising on your own is feeling really daunting, get together with your team and think of local businesses that you have a connection with, or even just businesses that you want to support. We had a fantastic Chicago team that reached out. This year they did a bracelets, like a small business that did bracelets. They did a personalized like sunflower bracelet. And then the year before they did candles. So there's a company that does like candles out of wine bottles. And that's so they had like a special scent that they dedicated some of the proceeds to that team. So lots of fun ways to get creative things that are of interest to you or to your ALS hero. Lots of ways to get involved, but also definitely don't skip out on the personal touches for your individual network as you're looking to fundraise and to hit your goals. So we do recommend really doing those handwritten notes or even doing an email that you've personalized to ask and to show people that this is important to you. And here are these famous shirts. I know we gave away one earlier in the presentation, but on the far left there, every registered participant who fundraises $90 or more will receive an event t-shirt. So if you're there in person, you'll receive it right when you first check into the event. If you are a mini walk member, then you'll get it from your team captain, but that's $90 90 is a special number. Actually, you can see got my Cure 90/90 shirt on today. Every 90 minutes, someone is diagnosed with ALS. And every 90 minutes, we lose somebody to ALS. And we are fighting to end that statistic once and for all. So we're fighting to unlock ALS. When you raise $90, you will receive an event t-shirt. And as a special additional incentive this year, we have the 300 mark as well. So this is meant to be a little encouragement as we are, as you're looking to set your goals for this year. I dare you to give it a try. If that feels a little daunting, that's okay. Maybe start at 90 and go from there. But this is, just fantastic and fun and a special part of the day and getting to wear your shirt not only on walk day, but year round. And in our emails and in our communications, you will see challenges throughout. We are launching one tonight, which is really exciting. So keep an eye out for those as well. And as I mentioned, mini walk or in person, you're welcome to participate. So please do. We make them lots of fun. All right. So just a few points I want to touch on before we go into questions and before I let you go for the evening as we officially launch our Walk to Defeat ALS season. Okay, so Kendra is leading our sponsorship efforts for this year. We have some amazing sponsors that support us and really get the momentum going for the walk every single year. Specifically for Champaign, I just want to shout out our media sponsors have been absolutely fantastic in helping us get the word out with the help of Mike Hopkins on our committee. So if you have an organization or business who might be interested or that you'd like to ask or send information to, we have sponsorships, like it says there, starting at only $500. Our sponsors really help kind of build the foundation of the walk each year. They get to be on the back of our t-shirts, which is awesome, as well as lots of other opportunities. We like to be super creative and work together, be it on social media, video, in person. So just reach out and we'll see what we can get going. Volunteering, if you are a planner, if you are the type A or not, we're welcome to have you. We've got spots available on our committee, which is an awesome, amazing group of people who help make the walk happen every year. And we're so grateful to them. So if you want to join our ranks, please feel free to reach out. And I'd love to share with you what the committee is all about. As far as in person, like for the day of the walk, we do have spots available as well. So our volunteers help make that day happen. If you want to throw your name in the hat or in the ring, let me know and we can get you a spot. But if you have a group that wants to participate as well, we do have options available. If you want to, we do have like sports teams join us, but any kind of group of people, if you've got folks who want to volunteer together for volunteer hours or just for fun, let us know and we can make that happen as well. Okay, so now that we are officially kicking off, here is how you're going to hear from us from now until walk day and a little bit beyond. So on Saturdays, we'll be sending out our weekly emails. Please don't unsubscribe. They are the weekly emails that give you those event updates if anything changes or if we have a challenge to share with you. So you'll get an email from us on Saturdays. And then you might have already received a postcard if you're already in our group as a Champaign walker. But we do have some other supplies or prizes that will be that could be mailed to you as well. Oh yes, and Kelly mentioned there, she said, I'm always available if anybody has a company that would like more education and information about ALS as well. That's a really great point. Kelly, being located in the area, has a fantastic wealth of knowledge to share about ALS, about resources available, and about the Walk to Defeat ALS. So if anybody would like to have her come and speak, she's fantastic. Let her know, please. And I've got the office number there as well. You'll get some check-in calls from us, or you're always welcome to reach out. All right, so if you've got your mission card, but you're looking for the expanded version, let us recommend the 2021 year in review. We do these annually. They're magazine size and they have a wonderful coverage of both our the services available and kind of our event schedule and all of the different ways to get involved throughout the year. If you need a copy, please let us know. We'd be happy to get you one or many if you have an opportunity to distribute more. just let us know. And that really helps provide kind of a well-rounded insight to what we're doing. Okay, so we have some challenges, one of which we are launching tonight that will go until Friday, and then you'll see the winner in Saturday's email. So we will have these challenges like I've got kind of laid out here for us. You will also are all welcome to join our Facebook group. It is small but mighty, and we are growing continuously. It's new this year. We're going to keep it going for years to come so people can stay in the loop that way, share ideas, ask questions. So yes, please join our Facebook group. Like I said, we're growing that. And then we've got 2 dates I want to share. One is in Peoria, but it's close and it's going to be a good time. So I just want to throw it out there in case anybody's interested. The author is happening this weekend. Kelly's going to be there. Oh, and Kelly says she's going to be in Danville on Saturday. So if anybody needs a year in review, she can meet you there as well. So the second annual Hathaway Fishing Tournament in Danville is happening on July 30th. It is a fantastic event. It's the second year they're doing, I already said that, second year they're doing this. Lots of fun. So if you or someone you know loves to fish, please feel free to learn more. I'll make sure to include the link in the recording and in the notes for tonight. And then on the 18th of August, we will be doing an awareness night in Peoria at the baseball stadium. And that's actually the stadium that we host the walk, which is a week before the Champaign Walk in Peoria. So let us know if you have any questions for that. All right. And you might notice I said challenge number 2, because I did do a little challenge already when we did the announcement for kickoff. Anybody who registered more than 3 people was registered or was entered to win a giveaway and Paige's ALS challenge. Congratulations. You are the winners for challenge number 1. Okay. So let's get the ball rolling for questions. We have some commonly asked questions that we want to address. We do accept checks. You are welcome to bring them in person on walk day, or you can mail them in. We have deposit slips available on the website that you are able to mail in with them, or we want to include, when you mail it in, the location of the walk, just the region of the walk, so we know exactly where the donation is going to be attributed, and the team name, so we can get that sent to the right team and linked to the right person. And there's our mailing address. And we'll be sure to keep that publicized as well. It's on the event website and all sorts. Registration. So who needs to register? With mini walks, it's going from mini walks to back to in-person. This is a bit of a change for some folks. We do need every single person who's participating to be registered for the Walk to Defeat ALS. So we will have, like I said, those shirts for folks who have registered. We're going to have name tags this year, which is a really exciting thing that we tried out for the walk in July this year. Oh, it feels like months ago. But we do need everybody to register in advance. That's going to ensure that you have your name tag at the walk. And if you are a fundraising walker, that you'll get your incentive shirts. And it just, when you're in person, we need you to sign, the paperwork and make sure we know everybody who's there. So registering in advance ensures that we know the amount of supplies we need for our mini walks and for our in-person, and keeps all of our registration and incentive shirts and all of that straight. So please do register in person, stress to your team. Everybody needs to register, especially if they want a t-shirt. If your Uncle Bob wants to donate $100 to you, that is fantastic, and he's absolutely welcome to. He wants his own t-shirt. He can be his own walker and also get his t-shirt. So every registered fundraising walker who raises $90 or more, self-donation or donations from other people, qualifies to get their t-shirt. $90 gets you the white Unlock ALS t-shirt, and the $300 is the theme t-shirt, the Raglan team. As we talked about, those shirts go to when you check in at the Dodds Park Walk, or to your team captain if you're a mini walker. We do not give away shirts for free. We do not sell them. They are specifically for fundraising incentives, and that's just part of how the Walk to Defeat ALS is kind of like part of a signature part of what we do. On site, you're welcome to turn in donations that day, no problem at all. And like I said, you might want to have some available if you're interested in checking out our merchandise. There's that link again. Do check it out. It's super cool. We've got lots of good stuff available. Okay, so I'm not seeing any questions in the Q&A. Oh, but I do have one here. Question. So does someone who raises $300 get both shirts? I'm sure that question will come up. That is a fabulous question, Kathy. Yes, if you raise $300, you get both shirts. We'll have them bundled up for you, and you'll get your $90 t-shirt and your $300 raglan tee as well. Perfect question. Not seeing any others yet, so we'll go ahead and keep going, and then I'll check at the end to make sure questions are covered again as well. All right, so the second challenge that we're launching tonight, I'll chat a little bit about. If you think of any other questions, feel free to add them in, and we'll make sure to cover them. But tonight we are launching our another registration challenge. We want to get as many people joining in and starting off the walk season as possible. So please dive in, get everybody in your network connected, be it through those emails, be it through social media, be it through chatting them up in person at the grocery store, however you want to see them or talk to them. Start building up your team. We will have a gift card in two categories. So teams who build their team by 25% or more will get entered to win. And then individuals, we're going to do an individual drawing. So you can entice them if you want. So new registration, everybody that is registered by Friday will be entered to win a gift card. So 2 options to win as a participant or as a team. So please feel free to join. Oh, and we've got a mention down there at the bottom. Perfect. Sunflower Power is the staff team. Everybody is welcome to. So if you want to register, if you want to be a part of the Walk to Defeat ALS this year, you don't have a team or you're not up for working, trying to figure out a team this year, join Team Sunflower Power. You're welcome to walk with us in person or do a mini walk, whatever you desire. All right, so that is what I've got for you tonight. I hope this was informative, both for folks who are new to our walk program, new to our in-person walk, or are returning and excited to see us in person this year. We're so grateful to everybody who was able to join us tonight, and for those who are joining us, watching the recording later on. But thank you so much. I've got our email addresses here. Kelly as well. I'm sorry, Kelly, I should have your list on here too. But we are available to help, to answer questions, and to be a part of your walk teams, or be a part of supporting your walk team. So thank you all so much. I am excited for another fantastic year. All right, we are gonna wrap it up then tonight. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for being a part of this important event. Good night, everyone.